And hello, welcome back to the OddStream. And I already have an issue here because I can see that my screen has not been updated. So let me do that very quickly. But in the meantime, welcome to this newest OddStream. This time working on the next Oddzone with the Starlight Zone theme. And oh, this is a bit weird. You can see what kind of games I have on my iPad. But let me just quickly restart the capture. Perfect, here we are. So this is Toonsquid, my animation program of choice. And well, first of all, I wanted to talk a little bit about my about the channel and about the latest release, which is Sonic of the Dead, the Sonic of the Dead remake, which was released last week. And well, first of all, welcome everybody in the chat. Hello, hi. And yeah, let me just quickly address Sonic of the Dead, the remake. I started working on it in early January. It was my goal to actually remake all three classic Sonic of the Dead videos that I made all the way back in 2008. But I quickly realized that it was too much work and I couldn't really pull it off. So I needed to just focus on the first one. So yeah. Thank you. Well, thank you for watching. The video, anyone who's watched the video, so thank you very much for the support. Thank you for watching it, and it's been a pretty great success. It's the second most watched video since the relaunch. Of course, the Sonic Oddshow compilation that I released end of last year was the biggest release, obviously. But this remake has also kind of showed that there's also interest for this more narrative-driven sprite animation. So I'm very eager to work on the sequel, which, if things work out well, will be more like in November, or October. It will be a fall release, so much later in the year for sure. All right. Okay. I got a question here from, and I'm butchering the name probably, Mildanorov. I don't know how to say that name, but you're asking about how I made the thumbnail, specifically how I made it look with this sprite style, but a bit more larger. And I'm gonna do you a favor, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you how I did that. But as usual, I need to update my screen, which is really not. Really need to find a solution for that. So I can show you quickly how I did it. So I have this lovely program called Procreate, and in Procreate I basically go ahead and I do my drawings, so all my illustrations. So I'm gonna give you an example. Yeah, let's take Shadow here. Actually, this has all the drawings. So let me just, yeah, this is actually the thing. Let me just, yeah. So this is what I did. I drew the characters, and I can show you a quick time lapse how that looked. So it started out me drawing it by hand, of course, and then I just put it into Procreate. I took a picture with my phone, and then I just go ahead and I redraw it in Procreate. Okay, this takes a while. Then I do the outline and do the coloring. Here we go, all the shading. I go very quickly through it. There we go. And once I have done that, I go ahead and I reduce the image to a very small size, like here. And if you see, yeah, if you zoom in, you can see it's like pixelated, and it has this pixelated art style. I export this, and once I export it, I go to my my pixel editing program, and I'm not sure I have it here. I think I removed it already. Oh yeah, you can see everything here. Oh, I can take a different one. Let's take this Sonic one, where it looks like he's falling. So yeah, so I import it here, and that's almost it. I mean, it's a very small size, but the good thing about something like Resprite, you can export it and magnify it by as many times as you want. So you can really create high resolution pixelated graphics. So yeah, that's the process behind that. All right, let me do two things. First of all, update the chat box, because I can see the chat box has not been updated. Oh, this is really not good. Let me see. There you go. Here we go. Yeah, back in business, or at least more or less. We need to restart the capture probably. Okay. Let me just quickly see. Oh yeah, I got some suggestions for the naming. Okay, just up front, I am no longer gonna try to come up with names for the individual Oddzone episodes. I'm just gonna call it mishaps in Starlight Zone, mishaps in Scrap Brain Zone. Okay, I'm just gonna go with that for a while, and there we go. Okay, so let me then now move to Oddzone, because I think I've said everything I wanted to say about Sonic of the Dead. So again, I'm working on the sequel, I'm working on the script, and there we go. Okay, so let's move on to Oddzone. Let me just, okay, I will just do this very quickly. I will recreate, or better yet, I will remove the chat box and I will insert it again. Why it's not showing up, I don't know. This could take a minute. I love when things just work. Let me just bring this into frame. And there we go. So this looks okay. I don't know why it looks like that right now, but here we are. Okay, let's start with Oddzone. And we got Starlight Zone. Okay, just to let you know, I've got 4 scenes that I'm working on. This first scene is done. Second scene is still I'm working on the audio. Scene 3 I need to really work on, so I'm gonna do that now. So we got this scene here. We might be working on this scene and then also on the scene 4. Let's see. Alright, so where was I? I was here. Okay, Sonic just was blasted off because there was an explosion just now. So he's blasting off. There we go. He's sliding on the thing here, on the slope. And then he's now moving back here. Okay. So we're gonna have him get up very quickly. Like this. And let me just quickly... Oh yeah, I need to work on the camera later. So he's gonna be sliding down. And now I need him to jump up quickly. So we're gonna use the base form of Sonic. Here we go. Remove any additional keyframes. I hope you can see it all. There we go. Alright, so let's see, he's not aligned properly. Let's set it at 920. Yes. There we go. And he's obviously gonna jump. I'm gonna do that. And by the way, anyone in the chat, if you can just let me know if the audio is fine, if you can hear me, if you can hear the music. All right, that's important too. Okay. All right, I'm gonna come. There's already a few questions in the chat. I will check it out in a few. I'm just gonna have Sonic jump up here quickly. That. Okay, way too slow. Way too slow. I'm just gonna jump up. Still too slow. And here we are. Okay, that works. So now he's gonna land here. And he's gonna think. He's gonna think he's alright. Wow, it's a bit lagging, but we can work with that. Let's give it a bit of an ease here. Just about 70%. And also an ease to go down. Okay. Okay. And then we have him back to normal. But the funny thing is, what happened before, what has happened is that here he was stuck in the middle of this bomb situation here. So huge number of bombs, they're exploding, he's saving himself, barely makes it out. But as you know, the bombs, they leave something behind, and I need to now, actually I need to go ahead and get those sprites. So let me do that very quickly. Oh yeah, yeah, I see someone's asking onion skinning. Yeah, there's a bit of, I activated it here. So what you see here, this symbol on the left down below, this onion skin is very useful. So you can see the after and the before images of an animation. So if I know that Sonic's gonna move, you can see, yeah, all the what would you call that? the before and after images. Yeah, so you have the previous frames, the next frames, and you can give it also a different color if you want. You can even just use it. You can also put it like that. It's a cool effect, I know. So yeah, I use it sometimes. Depends on what I'm doing. I need to turn on the onion skin. All right, let's go to the sprites, and I'm gonna choose. Let me see. I'm a little bit confused as why my time is different up there. Anyways, I need the sprites from the Badnik list. So let me get that really quickly. Where is it? Yeah, you can see all kinds of stuff here. So they're giving you a little sneak peek. All right, here we are. So where's the bomb? The bomb. Where's the bomb? Can anyone spot the bomb for me? There we go. Okay, here it is. I really only need this. And we're gonna create a new sprite. There we go. Giving you a little insight. I mean, if you've watched my tutorial, my recent tutorial series, you should be able to tell what I'm doing right now. There we go. Just putting it as 2 frames. There we go. I shall export it. Let's see. As individual images. Not like that. Let me put it up. Yeah, this is the live stream, which is not relevant. I'm gonna put it under Badniks. There we go. Badniks. Alright, so these are the bomb. Let's put it in small caps. Bomb projectiles. There we go. Alright. Let me now just look at the chat, because I've seen some people call it messaging. So thank you for being here, guys. I mean, I'm glad you're all here. Let me just go through some. Okay, so someone's asking Lego Nation. By the way, Lego Nation uploaded his newest sprite animation. You should check it out. So he's asking if I do the audio in Toonsquid itself. I do add the audio, which I can show off. If the screen is still updated, yes it is. So while I can't really show it well, more or less. Let me see. Yes, I can show it. So you got all the, if you can't see it very well, but below here are all the layers that contain the animation. But I can also add audio layers. So basically you can add your sound effects. And that's what I'm using. That's what I'm doing. I'm adding sound effects to my animation. I'm not adding the background music though. When it comes to background music, I do this in the video editing software that I use. So that's where I'm adding like the background music, like in this case it would be Starlight Zone. Here I'm just adding the sound effects, and it's very limited. I can really only adjust the volume, and that's it. I can't do any audio mixing or editing. It's very limited. So Toonsquid has definitely not the most advanced audio editing features, but honestly I just need to add the sound effects. And if I want any specific sound edits, I do this in a separate program and then I add it back in. But to me, that's sufficient. All right, so it's a good question. All right, can Mario eat onion rings? I think Sonic eating onion rings is quite enough. Okay, someone's pointing out, I'm not sure how to say it, KineMaster, which seems to be a program for something, I guess for animation. Okay, I'll try to remember it. I will check it out. If your art style changes and get a clean color. Not sure what you mean by that. My art style is what it is right now. I change it every now and then. I try to update it. Just go look at the recent change I made to the Oddzone, the Green Hill Zone Oddzone. It has now a different thumbnail. Maybe you guys have seen it. I don't know, but check it out. It's now, that's, yeah. I get a clean color, blue to darker purple. Okay, I can try that. Yes, someone's asking, yes, I'm animating on a tablet. This is my tablet. This is my iPad that I'm using. And I know Toonsquid is an iPad exclusive program, but I can tell you I am I've tried to use a program called Calipack as an alternative, and it's not bad. I really recommend Calipack for anyone who's got an Android. It's currently available for Android phones, I think, and for Android tablet, I think. So that's a good alternative. It's a bit different, but it does work. I'm not sure if I have it here. I don't think. So let's just go back to Toonsquid. All right. Yes, yeah. Obviously, I'm screen sharing it, my tablet on this stream. So yeah. Mario getting fed on onion rings. That could be funny. Yeah, giving me ideas. By the way, if you want to get good fonts, Sprite's resource has a lot of fonts. They're not like actual fonts, it's just ripped sprites of text, but you can find some really good stuff there. So yeah. Alright. So, okay, someone's asking, and it's the last question, then I continue. Okay, and then maybe one more. What Mario sprites do I use? Well, I do use not the official one, but this one, the one that's by Mr. Man. I guess that's his name. I use these sprites for sure. I also use some custom-made ones, and sometimes I need to adjust the coloring just to make sure that it's all the same. Like this one. This is a very good one. By who is it? By Cyberwolf JV. So yeah, he's also got a good number of great sprites. And also we've got these Super Mario World edits by Samsterboy. So he's done some really good work here. But he's using a darker red here for Mario. So in this case I would need to change the coloring so it fits with the other ones. And well, there's a couple more. So yeah, basically what I do, I go to MarioFanGamesGalaxy.net. It's a website which has lots of resources, including sprite sheets, and that's where I look for. Or I do just a simple Google search. That sometimes is also necessary. All right, let's go back to Oddzone for a bit, and then I come back to the chat. So we got Sonic here, and now we're gonna introduce the projectile. And let me do that very quickly. Just gonna do this. I'm just gonna call it projectile for now. Go. Gonna add it in as an image sequence. I gotta be able to. There we go. Here we go. Although I think it's stuck again. So let me update the screen. All right, back in business. So, because this happened so often last time, I didn't know why. I still don't know why. It's just not a good connection, I guess. All right, so we're gonna have this. Oh, this is gonna cause a seizure for sure. So let's just remove this, increase like that. It's still too much. It's hard to say, but I think it's still too much. Better. I think this is better. Okay, here we are. And yeah, as always during Oddzone, Sonic thinks he's safe, he's good, but in reality he's gonna be hit by the projectile. So let's try to animate that. Okay, this might be a good place to have him sneeze. So let's put it here. Although, timing-wise it doesn't work. No, timing-wise it doesn't work because those projectiles are launched as soon as the bombs explode. So we're gonna have those projectiles come right about here. And we're gonna add the first one. Wait, why are the... Okay, I understand. Okay, just gonna remove these. And we're gonna add the bomb, the projectile. And they're gonna follow a very specific path, right? So... No, don't want to increase it. I just want it to stay the same size. Any sprite animators in the chat, if you want, just an advice on my side. Although it's preference really. I always like to keep everything in the original size. Like I don't try to make Sonic look bigger, just because I think it might be better. But I always try to keep the same proportions, especially when it's just one game that I'm like one game setting I'm using. Sonic After That was a bit different. I increased the size of the zombies a bit because in the original size they were a bit small compared to the characters. So I increased it by about 1.2 just to have them more or less at the same height like the characters and the zombies. Okay, let me just quickly animate the projectile and then I go back to the chat. Here we are. Now I know that it goes like in a arc, and that doesn't work quite as well. Okay, let's scale it down. Although I should have probably, yeah, okay. This works, good. So now we have it like this. Yep, but I need it to be like this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's almost the right the right speed. But let's give it a little bit of a custom easing. And I need to go a bit quick in the beginning, and then it needs to slow down a bit, but not much. Nah, that's not good enough. Let's do this. Okay, this could work. Don't know why the scale is changing. Okay. Yeah, that works. Okay, so that's looking good. And now I'm gonna do what I haven't done in a while, which is create a symbol out of that. So why am I creating a symbol? I think you can see it, yes. So now I have this thing, let me just, okay, I just need to go to the editing here and make sure it just runs until 35. Okay, I'm gonna set a marker until 34. And there we go. So now what I have is, I'm gonna make it so that it runs once. There we go. Okay, so now I can add several of these. And they're all gonna be distinct. So if I want, I can place this one, whoa, I can place this one here. I can place this one here. I can place this one here. And they're all gonna be, yeah, they're gonna be they're gonna be moving individually, and that's gonna hurt Sonic in a few minutes. All right, good. Okay, I think I need to update the chat again. So let me do that quickly. There we go. All right, so what do we have? Someone's asking why Mario was seen in the Sonic Oddshow. Well, that's a classic trope that I introduced in the very first Oddshow when I just thought about adding Mario as a bit of a punching bag. Of course, I gave Sonic his just dessert and I put him in the Mario Oddshow, and that's where he gets beaten up. But yeah, it was just an idea back then, and it's a running gag. It's become a running gag, and now if I don't do it, people are going to ask questions. So I'm always going to add a little bit of Mario in the Sonic Oddshow and a little bit of Sonic in the Mario Oddshow. All right. How do I export the entire animation with scenes as a video? Well, I can show you how I export in general. It's fairly easy. So this is another scene from Starlight Zone. I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to show you how I export it. Every animation program will have its own way of exporting things. In Toonsquid, it's fairly easy. I just go to Actions, I export, tap Export, and then I choose which type of export I want to do. I want to do a video. So here I got the whole video. Okay, I'm not showing more than this. As an MP4, I can export it as an MP4, give it a name. I can either choose to export just the current clip or all the scenes. Usually don't have many scenes, I just have one scene, that's it. And that's it. I mean, I got the resolution, the frames per second, and then I just hit export. All right, I'm gonna cancel though. And then I can choose where I save it. All right, that's how it works. It's fairly simple. It creates a very small sized video file that I can just put in the video editing program. Then I put everything together, and there we go. That's how I do it. All right. I am with you. I love this Sonic CD Japanese soundtrack. I like the US one too, but the Japanese soundtrack is just jamming to me. I love it. You are absolutely right. I need to update my... I actually really need to work on my YouTube channel as it is, like just in terms of the about page and the links and all that. I really need to update it. So thank you for reminding me. I really need to do it. Voila. Oh, that was French, by the way. All right, good. Okay, good. So I forgot to say that I'm only going to animate 45 minutes in total, and I'm finishing about 15 minutes. Okay, for anyone who's still in the chat, first of all, thank you for sticking around. And I'm going to give you a little treat. I'm going to animate a little bit of, and I didn't put it in the thumbnail, but I'm going to animate a little bit of Super Mario Oddshow 3, which you can see here. I've got a number of scenes already done. Not so much the bigger ones, but I've at least got 4 scenes done in terms of, maybe even 5 in terms of animation. And now I want to work a little bit on number 6, okay? And that's all actually. Okay, so we got this scene, underwater scene, and I want Mario now to sink down to the floor. And for that I need his sprite, of course, which I have prepared right here. So we got this one, we're gonna trim it, remove this pink coloring, there we go. All right, I'm gonna, oh yeah, yes, perfect, you can see it. I'm gonna adjust the canvas to 32, there we go. Ah, come on, 32, there we go. So we're gonna put Mario in the middle, and then the next frame, and here as well I'm using onion skin. It makes sense to use it here, because I really need to make sure it's all aligned perfectly. Here we go. I think that's it. There's no more. Yeah, there's no more than that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I'm just going to remove some of the pixels here on the side. Perfect. No, not as a GIF. I'm going to export it as a sprite sheet, individual images, save it under, where do I put it usually? Mario. And I'm gonna call it Mario Sinking. You might not be able to see that, but it's okay. We're gonna add it now, create an animation clip as it is called in this case. Call it Mario Sinking. And we're gonna add it as an image sequence, and there we go. Easy as that. Yeah, something that I've learned over the months is that I prefer using markers. With markers I can do so much, and it's really saved me a lot of time, to be fair. Okay, so we're gonna have Mario here. I'm gonna swap it. I don't need to search for it, it's fairly simple. There we go. Here is Mario, and we're gonna put it, yeah, that's the thing, and this pivot point always annoys me a bit, but it's okay. Okay, we're gonna have him here, and he's just gonna sink down, but let me make sure he's got the right marker. There we go, and he's gonna sink down. Oh, actually I like this effect. Let's see if I can keep it. Oh, no, I don't want that. Yeah, that works more or less. That's too quick. Okay, I need to adjust a bit though. Okay, that works. That might be too slow. Yeah, I want to add bubbles, but let's leave it off for now. You know what? I'm just gonna do it all the way down. There we go. Let's put it at, why is my keyboard not showing? There we go. 1036 and 185. Yeah, that's about right. Just adjusting, just minimal adjusting. Okay, Now we're gonna move to the next marker, which is him landing on his butt. And that looks fairly okay. Okay, that works. Okay, there we go. Boom. Ah, not quite convincing enough. Let me see what I can do. So we got Mario here. Boom. I need the sprite to go lower, just a bit lower. And we stick to 185. There we go. Boom. Okay, and then we're gonna increase the height just a bit more, maybe 37. Yeah, no, maybe one more, just to be on the safe side. Yeah. And now this is something that not a lot of people like, is I like to do a little bit of squishing. Like I like to squish the sprite, and I forgot to do something, but it's okay. I'm gonna just put the pivot point here close to his below. And now do some freeform squishing here. This. Ah. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Oh, it might be a bit too much. Yeah. Very minimal squishing. Okay, that works. Yeah, that works. That works more or less. Not perfect. That to me that works. Can always do some adjusting later, but for now this is fair. I'm gonna put the camera here, and I'm gonna have him follow the camera downwards like this. And let's see. Bloom. Okay, that works for me. Let me just see if I follow the camera. Boom. Okay. Something as simple as that takes at least 5 minutes. So yeah, you can see how much effort goes into doing this sprite animation. Can be a lot. All right, let's have another look at the chat. So thank you again for sticking around. Is the Tales with the Boss missing from Sonic CD soundtrack? Oh yeah, you're talking about the collaboration. Oh yeah, I need to watch it again. It's been a while since I watched it in full. So yeah. Okay. Almost done. You mean the Super Mario Oddshow 3? Okay, I can tell you I am not even halfway done. I might be, by the end of April, I might be halfway done. Or like mid-April maybe, but still far from it. And honestly, I'm not so sure about doing a premiere, because premieres to me are, unless, look, the channel is still in a way small. Like Dojin Pixation is still very small as a channel, and making a premiere makes not much sense to me, because I really think that people, when they see, or subscribers, when they see a premiere, they're more likely to say that, well, they want to watch the video right away, not have to wait or think that, oh, I need to come back. No, they want to view the video right away. So I think it's better to release, at least for now, videos like right away. Like maybe make a small announcement like the day before. I'm just gonna put a post and say, hey, tomorrow the video is releasing. That's more my strategy. But doing a premiere, I'm not sure it's the right fit right now. Okay, about the Super Mario World expanded spreadsheet, as I said, check the. I'm gonna let me see if I can put a link for it, because it's called the Mario Fan Games Galaxy. Now let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there we go. So this is the site, and I'm gonna put it as a link so you guys can check it out. It's got all the sprites you can imagine for every Super Mario game, every Mario game, even related Nintendo games. So yeah, so that's where you can get it. As for the shadow sprite sheet, just look for the Shadow Divine sprite sheet. That's the one I'm using. You should be able to find it. Yeah, Mario Fan Games Galaxy. There you go. Okay, some good stuff here. Oh yeah, a gacha club video of Sonic and Mario meeting and Karen. Okay, I'll be very curious to see that. Okay. Okay, someone's asking about if I'm reusing. Okay, Lego Nation is asking if I'm reusing the original ideas I had for the original Super Mario Oddshow 3 back in 2018-19. Back in 2019 or 18, I only really had one scene done, and I started the second scene. That's all I had. And in terms of ideas, that's it. I usually don't plan these so far in advance. So to answer your question, no, I don't reuse ideas because there are no ideas. I mean, except for the first scene, I redid it. I made a bit of a change. But as for the second scene and onwards, it's all new original ideas. I like this scene. This is a new idea. So yeah, there we go. How do you use VCam on Toonsquid? Well, first of all, it's not called VCam. It's just called the camera. It is an integrated feature that you can I can show you maybe on a different way. When I create a new animation, if I don't add the camera, it's just gonna do the animation is gonna play out on the workspace, the white workspace. But if I want, and unfortunately you can't see it, let me see if I can more or less show you. I can't really. Okay, let me try something. Okay, give me a second here to do it. Now you can see the below here. There we go. So I can actually, by tapping this plus here, add a camera here. And now I'm just gonna extend it a bit. Now I can actually not interact, but I can modify the camera here. I can resize it, I can rotate it, and that's the camera. That's what you're gonna see. All right, so there we go. All right, I'm gonna update. First of all, I'm gonna put the iPad screen a bit lower again. There we go. We're almost done. 5 more minutes in the stream, and then I need to call it a day. All right, let's go back to the chat for a second. Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Hello to anyone who's joined recently. Thank you for being here. Okay, so yeah, the question as always, Toonsquid, is it on iPhone and iPad also? No, it's only iPad. Right now, Toonsquid is only on iPad. I think the creator, and I really need to check here. The creator is, I think, planning on maybe putting it on desktop computers. I'm not sure. He has a website, of course. The guy has made or the person has made a website of it. If you look for Toonsquid, you should be able to find a website, and he gives a lot of updates. Not sure if it's going to be on iPhone though. That would be surprising because it's quite a extensive program. I mean, it has many features, and I would be surprised to see this on iPhone, but it would be amazing. Again, I point you again to Calipack. Calipack is an alternative that has many great features. It's a bit more cumbersome to work with, to be honest, but you can do a lot of stuff, and I would like to show it to you another time. Maybe I do another live stream next month or in 2 months, and I'll show you how Calipack works. That could be fun. Okay, before I finish the stream, let me just see what else I want to do here. Not much really, although I could also go here, and yeah, I can do a little bit of this scene maybe. So he's gonna land here, boom, 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 and then Mario is gonna do something very naughty. He's gonna grab Luigi, but first he's gonna look to the side Okay, maybe I can showcase a little bit another great feature of Toonsquid is that you can do, not to the same degree, but you can do a lot of pixel editing here. So for instance, if I want, I can grab this sprite of Mario, put him here in this time frame, and I can go ahead and I can change the eyes. Oop, not like this. And I honestly, this is a recent thing I discovered with Toonsquid, that you can do some really good pixel editing. It's not perfect. It's not on the same level as Sprite or Sprite or any other sprite or pixel editing program. But still, it's pretty amazing that you can do that. And it's one of the reasons why Toonsquid is my go-to program for sprite animations. And maybe hand-drawn animations again. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I think we're pretty much at the end of the live stream. Just to give you a little bit of heads up, next week is a pretty weird week because it's the 1st of April, and I don't know, I have this itch I need to scratch on the 1st of April. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but you will see what I mean when it gets there, when it comes out. And then we're gonna enter April, which will see the newest Oddzone that I'm working on, of course. And there's a new oddware coming. I'm working on an oddware on the 8-bit version of Sonic 1, which I think is an interesting thing to explore. And that is pretty much the lineup for April. Next week I will, or in 2 weeks I will do I will showcase my lineup. And then in May I think we're gonna do another odd play, but that's in the future. Okay, so I've got 1 more minute left, so I thank you everybody who's in the chat who stuck around, and I had a good time here. I was glad to showcase some stuff, some behind the scenes. All right. Oh yeah, stick notes. Yeah, I heard of stick notes. I tried to use it. Never again. Sorry, not the best one, but maybe I need to put more time into it. Okay, so at this point, oh, someone asked about the Discord server earlier as well. I want to open the Discord server again. Currently, it's a wasteland. It's very empty. There's not much going on. I need to refurbish it, so to speak. I need to make I need to make it a bit more welcoming, because right now it's really just mismanaged, and I really need to change. I need to delete some channels and create some new ones. And then I'm gonna open it up again, probably for once Super Mario Oddshow 3 comes out. That's when I will reopen the Discord server again, the Dojin Fixation Discord server. Right now it's not worth it to open it. It's not ready, and I don't think there's enough people currently on that server who can help me out, like moderating. But by Super Mario Oddshow 3 it should be done, and Super Mario Oddshow 3 again will come out end of June, I guess. We'll see. Hopefully we will see. I will keep you updated. Okay, so everybody, thank you very much for being here, for watching. Thank you very much for supporting me as well. And I will see you in the next Odd stream. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.